let's switch gears. So today we are going to be talking about major and minor requirements, and then we're going to have an exception activity. So we're going to be talking about an exception. We'll have an activity to go along with it. So again, here are the 9 graduation requirements, and the last one we have to cover is major and minor requirements. The sock of the week, tuxedo. That'll earn you a naughty nickname on Cahoots. Alright. We're going to talk about major requirements. So pages 87 through 88, we're looking at requirement 3, major and minor requirements. So first of all, we've talked a few times about impaction criteria. So all SDSU majors are impacted. So this means that all students will be admitted into the pre-major, and they must meet the impaction criteria before being able to declare the upper division major. So there's more information about SDSU being impacted on page 20 of the catalog, so you can look at that at your own time. Now when transfer students are admitted, they are admitted directly into the upper division major. They're not allowed to go into a pre-major. Okay, so when I say that students are admitted into the pre-major, that means we're talking about first-time freshmen. But for this question, when I say, are all SDSU majors impacted, the answer is yes. So what does that mean? What does impaction mean? So a major is impacted when more students want to declare the major than the major can accommodate. So because we're an impacted campus, that means that all majors at SDSU are impacted, and all majors will have their own set of impaction criteria. So one may not look exactly like another. So impaction criteria can include preparation for the major courses, a minimum GPA, a minimum number of units completed, and impaction criteria, again, must be met in order to declare the upper division major. Any questions on that so far? Okay. So preparation for the major courses are introductory courses that prepare you for the upper division major courses. The preparation for the major definition is on page 87, bottom right. And because these courses are lower division, they can always double count in lower division general education. Remember, we can always count lower division general education in major prep, but we cannot count upper division GE and upper division major. So if we look at page 163, we're looking at a business student. So there are a lot of students. There are a lot of students that want to declare a business major, and the business major cannot accommodate all these students. So therefore, the business major has put in place requirements. So if you look at impaction requirements, you can see that the student must, what they must meet in order to declare a business major. So when they first declare, or when the student is admitted to SDSU, they're put into the pre-major. So you can see under impacted program for pre-major, for pre-business major, it includes items under A, B, and C. So there's certain classes with required grades. So these are called preparation for the major or major prep. There's a certain number of units required. And there's a certain GPA required, which is 2.9 for business students. So it's an average of almost a straight B to get into the upper division major. So to recap, preparation for the major is required by every major. There are intro courses that prepare you for your upper division major courses. And some majors may require one course, other majors may require a lot more in their prep. So for example, on page 332, you can see that the linguistics major requires one 3-unit course in their prep. And then if you flip to page 248, the kinesiology major, you can't really see it there, with the emphasis in pre-physical therapy, requires 50 units. So you can see that on your own, page 248. And remember that the major prep courses can always double count to fulfill lower division GE and lower division minor requirements. So for an example, if the student takes Psych 101 in their major prep, they can also double count in lower division GE social and behavioral sciences. So again, lower division courses can also double count. Let's say that student took Psych 101 and Psych was a minor. We could double count it in social and behavioral and the Psych minor. Yes?
But the 7-unit limit would still be there?
Yeah, the unit limit total, that always applies.
Okay.
So we do have to keep an eye on that, yeah. Remember how, as an example, when we talked about the unit limit, totals, we talked about, what was the example we used? Geography. How they were taking a lot of their prep, and a lot of their prep was also covering GE, but then they ran out because they maxed on the units. So yeah, that's something they just have to kind of keep an eye on. Any other questions? Okay, perfect. Okay, once the student is in the upper division major, the student will need a minimum number of upper division major courses. Sometimes they'll need a study abroad or an international experience, depending on the major. They may need a language requirement, depending on their degree. And some majors may require the student to complete an approved minor. Okay, so the upper division requirements, the definition says, a major represents an area of specialized study that will provide you with the extensive knowledge of the subject matter and its organizing concepts. Okay, so let's look at page 166. We're looking at the chemistry major, emphasis in biochemistry. What you're looking for is the word major in bold, so chemistry major. So you're looking under the emphasis, and then you're looking for the word major in bold. So right after you see the word major, it then states that you need a minimum of 36 upper division units to include, so then it lists all the classes. So this is the minimum units in just the upper division major courses. So if you're a biochemistry major, your major leads to a BS degree. For a BS degree, you need a minimum 45 overall upper division units to count towards the overall 120. Biochem majors requires 36 units in the major, and then you need 9 units of upper division explorations. So this equals the 45 units of upper division. Okay, so a couple of key points to know about a major. Courses graded credit may not be used to fulfill upper division requirements in the major, except for those courses that are only offered as credit, no credit. And then the second thing to note, upper division courses in the major department may not be used to meet requirements in the minor or in GE. Yes?
If you can take the upper division class credit, no credit, will it say in like the catalog you can take it, or when you're registering for classes, will it just like, is the option to take credit, no credit, like?
It's never an option. So you can never change it from a letter to a credit, no credit. Like, you can't do that. We won't give you credit for it. You can only take a upper division major course if it's only offered credit, no credit.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? So it will already be plugged in as that's the only option is credit, no credit. And in the catalog, you'll actually see, you should be able to see where it says credit, no credit. Any other questions on that? Yes. Oh, you good? Okay, perfect. Okay, does everyone understand when I say the upper division courses in the major may not be used in the minor? Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, perfect. All right. All right, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break.